Hey, it's Jack once again, and I'm back to talk about our favorite blondie, our favorite woman of all time, and that will be the wonderful, the amazing, the only Brie Larson. And today, we have an article from I09. We come from the future, and I'll link it in the description. And this is a gem. It's a real gem. And I know people have been talking about Brie Larson a lot lately, but I want in on that fun too. So here we go. Captain Marvel's Brie Larson wants to help the next diverse generation of filmmakers break into the industry. That doesn't sound too bad. Inspired from a nice young man named Charles Pouliot Moore. And I'll again leave a link. Let's read. With a respected body of work, an Oscar, and now a prominent spot within the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Whoa! Let's back this train up real quick. Let's concentrate on this. Let's go up here. Oh, Brie Larson, IMDb. Let's see on her respected work. She got her Oscar for The Room. Can anybody tell me what her really respected? Either I'm so far behind the times, or she's not very respected at all. This is pretty much the only thing that she's known for. The rest of this is pretty much in post-production. She's famous before she's really famous, I guess you could say. Anyway, let's continue, shall we? And she wants to use... Brie Larson's one of the biggest names in Hollywood right now. And she wants to use her position to help make the industry a more diverse, inclusive space. Oh, wait. Ethan Van Sciver said, we have to use... Okay. We have to make the industry a more diverse, inclusive space. Okay. All right, that's better. In a profile for In Style with Marvel editor Sana Amanat, Larson spoke candidly about how as different and new a project like Captain Marvel is for her career, she sees it as being part of her larger goal of using filmmaking to champion progressive, empowering messages to audiences.
Carol didn't apologize for herself. I felt like that was a really valuable trait because she is incredibly flawed and makes a lot of mistakes and has to ask to atone for them, and that is super valuable. She's not even shrinking herself down. The movie was the biggest and best opportunity I could have ever asked for. It was like my superpower. This could be my form of activism. Doing a film that can play all over the world and be in more places than I can be physically,
says the actor Brie Larson. But Larson plans to use her star power to push for change in Hollywood in much more direct ways as well. As part of the current Captain Marvel press tour, Larson's made a point of drawing attention to the numerous women involved behind the scenes on the film. And in the long term, she wants to establish a vocational school specifically designed to get people into filmmaking.
My next goal is to start a school to train people in various jobs because I have lots and lots of experience doing many things like serving coffee or bagels or even a burger at McDonald's.
Wait, she didn't say that.
There are so many great jobs like a barista or a nail salon person. You like the word weird alien blasters? You could be one who makes them. We need young people to carry on this tradition in movie making, and it would be great if we had more diversity coming in through that.
I had to add in the burger thing, sorry. It's easy to write off the larger cultural impact movies like Captain Marvel can because it's often difficult to conceptualize and quantify how the impact actually manifests. Well, if it plops into the movie theater like a giant turd, that's a pretty big impact. A kid sees a movie like Black Panther, which was admittedly good, when they're 5, and 20 years later they're graduated film school with a project that will premiere at Sundance. Or perhaps they got into costume design or film writing. There are a number of possibilities, and they're all important. But concrete initiatives like inclusion writers and scholarships that are crafted to help better the chances of these potentialities becoming realities are just as crucial. And it's great to see a powerful celebrity like Larson pushing for them. This all sounds well and good, and it doesn't sound like a bad thing, but, and this is where the but comes in, is that when I was in my early mid-20s, I was heavily into trying to get my acting career started. I was on in several indie films, and I was also as an extra, of course, and I was also an extra in a Sam Mendes movie called Away We Go, starring John Krasinski and Maya Rudolph. On set, I was successful in making John Krasinski laugh. It was filmed at the Star Pass Resort in Tucson, Arizona, down there, and the role was to be the front desk, the concierge kind of person, and in between takes, they would open up the thing back up to the resort guests, the actual resort guests, because they had it closed off from time to time. And so they'd come through the lobby, and some people would stop by at the front desk, ask me questions, ask me, to do different things, and because I thought I worked there, because I was wearing uniform and everything else. And I think I had a name tag of like James or something like that. And one gentleman, I started concocting all these ridiculous schemes because some of them were getting mad about the movie and it being an inconvenience. So one gentleman came up and was just yelling, screaming, having a fit. And, I come up with this on the fly shenanigans about, oh yeah, sorry sir, you know what, we'll comp you around the golf and a free meal down there at that, one of the restaurants. And like, just tell them that, charge to your room. And, he's like, oh, okay. And he went off on his way. And I noticed John Krasinski was watching, and he laughed, chuckled and walked away, kind of shaking his head. And I was like, ha ha ha, Jim Halpert thought that prank was funny. But did that get me into the business? No, it didn't get me into the business. As a white man, it didn't help me at all. Being a white man didn't help me at all. It's no guarantee that anybody get into any career. You have to have the passion for it. I didn't want to go work, all these jobs in Hollywood and chase down directors and do all that stuff and casting couch. I don't know what all that crap entails. I didn't want to do that. It wasn't my thing. It was fun. And, but it wasn't worth all that thing. I had higher sensibilities, I think. But I think if you're truly passionate and you actually start at a young age and you work all the way through your life through things, you either get very, very lucky, or like in terms of filmmakers, like behind the scenes stuff, you go to school and you work really hard and you generally will have the opportunity. There are plenty of ethnic people. Like, for example, when I was on set, there was plenty of people of color, plenty of women, and they were all, busy, and they were all doing different tasks. I'm sure they were all great at it. Nobody was handed the job. They earned it. They earned it from hard work, and that's really good to see. The right person should always get the job, regardless of who they are, what they look like. So anyway, this article, with no offense to Charles here, is pretty funny. Right from the very first sentence. So anyway, hope you enjoyed that. If you like what you see, let me know it in the comments what you thought of this article, and what you think of her respected body of work, and what you think of her activism. And if you want to see more content, please subscribe. And like I said, I'll leave this in the comments or in the description below. This is Jack Sparrow, reminding you as always to keep your eyes on the horizon.